So it's very common that when I spend my day cold calling that I will call for an hour and no one picks up the phone. That could be very discouraging when you're working a business where you're calling prospects, especially in surplus funds where you're calling to inform people that they have money that they didn't know they've had. And how do you get people to call you back? I've learned my script and I've had to really work on it. So when I spend an hour calling people, I'll get about a 20 to 40% callback, and I've learned to do so. Here are the type of messages I get.
Hey, David, you were calling me about the case of a government term.
So what I do is I'm going to go ahead and explain to you how I get these calls back. Number one is I'm very specific on why I'm calling. I call, I say my name and their name. Now, if you're in sales or something, you have to be very careful how you word this. You want to get their attention, so you want to throw a teaser in there. This is David Church. I'm calling this person about, and in my case, it's surplus money, so I'm calling about the funds from this address. And I give them enough information. I give them a case number, which you heard them refer to a case number there. When I spend an hour calling people, and it's very typical, I'll come in, I'll sit at my desk, and I'll spend 1 hour cold calling people and nobody picks up their phone. What I will do though is make my phone ring back all day with those messages. And that was a very friendly, the guy was like, hey, let's do a deal here. Very exciting. If you leave the right message, you will get a call back. You don't want to come off like you're selling. You don't want to come off like you're desperate for a deal, because they're not going to call you back. And my main first part is I inform them on why I'm calling them. I'm calling you about the unclaimed money at this property. Please call me back. And I even let them know that. Like when I'm talking to them, I go ahead and I educate them. Now, some people always tell me, one of the biggest objections is, well, aren't you afraid they're going to go around you? Well, they have the right to do that. In fact, on last Tuesday's live cold call with my community, so every week I call some people and I let them know if they have unclaimed funds. One lady I got a hold of, she started telling me, yeah, I put in a claim, I'm working on it, I did this. Now, her previous claim had been denied. So I can tell her, hey, you know what? No, stop, go with me. But what would be the purpose of me doing that? Like, what gain would I get out of that, except I'm taking money from her because she knows about the claim at this point. So what I did is I put a twist in there. I said, hey, congratulations. I'm happy you know this. Do me a favor. For some reason you're not successful, or if you have any questions, feel free to call me back. And she's like, really? And I'm like, absolutely. That's the kind of rapport you want to build with people. I probably won't even see that money or get that claim, but there is statistically people that will have claims tonight. She will come back to me and we could look at what she did wrong and maybe she'll go with me. And that's the type of business you want to run. Hey everyone, go and subscribe to my channel. I am giving a free training on this. Go and check that out in the description. I'll see you around.